Yes, it's me, the Kid JB. For those that know me from the Bucketup podcast to broadcasting football to reviewing Bloody Marys, after too many strangers telling me, you're funny, you should have your own show, I'm doing just that. Welcome to my digital sandbox, the I Don't Know Show. Yes, we are back. It is me, the Kid JB, Uncle Jesse, Jesse Burke, and whatever nicknames you got for me, let me know. But the nickname here is the I Don't Know Show, the Bucketup podcast, Bucketup Media presents. Super excited. We're back with a new season, as I mentioned. Season 1's in the books. It's in the lab. It's homework you could do. Super excited to have a guest in the building to speak to the universe, as I like to say. These mics are not just outputs for the camera. They're outputs to the universe, and somebody's listening. Today, it's cool to go back with homies you've known for a while and met in common interests and keeping those relationships tight to new endeavors. In the booth, I got my man, Big Bleau, born and raised Arizona, but we met, as you guys know, I'm a football broadcaster, met him in the CFL as he was a proud owner of multiple teams and heavy in the league, but we'll get to some of that in the meanwhile. Blue, welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, so I gave a little quick, background on how we met.
Yeah, we could talk for hours.
I know, you know what I'm saying?
It's like we on a quick business.
It's like an onion. There's layers. But real quick, bro, we met college football, semi-pro football, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Started out as broadcaster, then became friends. You were a great podcast host on my football podcast called CFL Intel. Mm-hmm. He was on like 3 different episodes, brought different guests. Always a good friend, good business, partner, and good, person all around. But
I try to be.
To let the buckets in my audience know who you are, start from on day one, but where you're from, who you are, that type of stuff.
I'm Sunny Slope, around the way, but now a good high school. But went out of district to North Canyon, played ball there, went to Career Success, graduated from there, became a substitute there, and it's a lot. But ultimately, I just started off playing football as a way out and, couldn't because of a head injury. So still did, wasn't allowed to. And, I was trying to do that. And then just, again, a bunch of stuff happened. Right now I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. Or master of some, we'll say now. So as the fast forward, like I said, I can fight. I play football, did security, promoter. That's what I'm doing now. To BWA, shout out to Breadwinner Kane and Best Believe in them. As you've seen, they've talked with me back and forth, a lot of local artists. So I'm here is to promote everyone else, to put, each other on because, there's a lot of hate and backdoor stuff and stuff that happens behind, it's not right.
Industry talk, as they say.
Yeah. And I'm not that. I'm not contracting nobody, You know me from the football scene. And, I'm just doing this as a promote myself. This is what it is. I'm not a asset to you, but I'm a bargain. Whoever is going to take a chance on me and whatnot, I promise I'm a good worker no matter what I do. From football to sitting in here doing stuff like this, or I can sit with the billionaires and talk with them too.
Or, or fighting with the scrappy ones. So to unravel, get into that, to unravel some of the layers of, the businesses, kind of speaks to who you are as a person, man. Getting back to the football side of things, Robert was an owner, player, coach, all in once, man. So to be able to play football is hard enough, to be able to coach it is hard enough, and then to be able to compile, 40 to 50 guys to do all that
at once. And do the owner stuff,
and fund things and create funding resources to continue that is a hustle, it's a grind, and it's definitely, noticeable.
Yep, and I used my LLC to do that. I was a mechanic, went to AAI.
So smart, you know what I'm saying? Using his head when he had a head injury. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, it's crazy,
You gotta squeeze the juices, as hard as you can. But I did want to speak on the fact that, one thing about you is you are into promoting those around you, man. That's one thing. Even though my man likes to flex, he's got, the face tats, you know what I'm saying? He's tatted up,
I'm just being me now.
But he's just being himself, right? But throughout his years in the CFL or, semi-pro football league, he and you, I got to say, man, we were really quick to, bring up your soldiers and, kind of say, this is my young buck. He's up and coming. I got this receiver. I got this linebacker.
Yeah, I kept trying to bring people on. You're like, man, we can't just bring everyone. It's like, it's talk to you, the owner, the one who was on the guest.
Yeah.
But it's not about me. That's why I was trying to keep my head down. No one would know.
Which is admirable, bro. And then as things expand, as we're talking about the business side, this episode's kind of the premise of, promoting business and and expansions. And a couple of episodes ago, I had Seltzer Poppy on here, and he was talking about, and we were talking about the collaboration evolution of things. Back in the 90s, the way you got an album up was putting somebody's album down, right? And it was like, no, let me tell you, I only am the one that can get what you want, right? But now it's like, nah, go over here. You can get some of this.
Yeah, all publicity is good publicity.
Right, man.
That's what it is. I've made a clown of myself, a mockery, fooler, call it what you want. But there's reputable people that engage with me.
And if anybody needs a fool, they know who to go to. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put the clown mask on and do the whole dance with
you know what I'm saying?
You want, but I could also be super serious.
Right.
Like, whatever you want out of me, you'll get.
Manageable and adaptable. From both sides. From football, like coachable, and then being able to learn from your players as well.
Oh yeah.
So the funny thing about that, man, getting to that point about collaborations and bringing people together, football, there's a community in everybody wanting to win and play football soundly and stuff like that. But then there's also the me component. Everyone wants to shine, right?
Yep.
Now, in a space where you're saying you promote businesses on all aspects, that's a good thing now. Now it's a little bit more doable when people are in your ear, hey, post this, share this. Whereas in football, you can only have 11 dudes on the field, and you have to tell people constantly, no, next play. But now in content creation and in social media, sky's the limit, baby. So have you found some stress relief in that?
Yeah, just being able to get it all off my chest, because as you said, I have Bray Brooks, who is my was my head coach stuff, going through some personal stuff, who helped a lot in the league. That's why our first year we went from 5-5. We were in the JV league, but as they would call it. But the next year I had the same amount of guys. You seen game 1 against the Kings, I had 55 guys or so, 50 something, But it's bad coaching. Or, they don't know the players like I do. And I'm trying to be a player still and just sit back. Because I'll have them come up. Hey, Coach John ain't doing this. He's the first year as an OC. You seen our offense was terrible. And I'll step in where I can. You've seen multiple times, I'm going to hang it up. But it feels good now to just be like, I was the piece behind it all. Bray Brooks messed with me because of when I was 18 out of high school. I played against Daryl Dobbins and Zach and all those guys on the Predators and Alex and all of them. And on the field, with some of Fisher's guys, I'm just playing both sides of the ball, just everything. They don't know it's me. The coaches are coaching, yes, but I'm just being the dog on the field that I am. That I don't get the credit for. Same thing with, again, I was a 500-pound slob on the Hawks. But what am I doing? You see me. I'm not in a 2-point stance.
I can bench press you. Bro.
Yeah, right? You probably could.
So I will say that's something that's impressive is, like you said, peeling back the layers and not seeing what's all on the surface. Something about business, and even shouts to my producer, Bill, talking about he works with some influencers and stuff, and there's one, I think he talked about how it's very misleading how social media can be like, oh, yeah, I wake up, my life's so easy, and I go to bed, and I'm all...
Oh, it's a grind.
So with that, man, now in business, I think it's important for people to see how the business is made, the grinding out of it all.
It's an investment in yourself.
Yeah, not just like the final product. So with what you got going on currently, man, I'm social media heavy. I'm at the crib chilling, so I'm always on my phone.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to press the like button
or share something. Yeah, all it takes.
They're endless,
and no one wants to even do that.
Yeah,
it's like when you were doing the CFL stuff, and I looked into who you were and seen you're like. Again, I do all my research. You played hockey and whatnot. Like, you were surprised that I even gave it. I was like, because you're like, oh, I couldn't play football or whatever, dude. It's like, bro, y'all kill each other.
Yeah, it was impressive, dude. I was trying to,
I do my research on everybody, with Bray Brooks, but I'm going to keep that to myself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you, especially as a competitive edge, with certain things like on the Heightened podcast where Edelman are talking about using the gloves that are the same color jersey, little stuff to just get that edge. I had to do that, especially being a 500-pound slob off of it. Right now, I'm like 402 pounds, but I was 493, 4 something. The
400's fine. We gotta work on those 2 pounds.
Yeah. We'll say 400.
Come on, bro.
I could cut all that now in water weight, I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, let us know some of the bread and butter, bro. What's going on right now? I mean, I saw you were, I don't know if they're good, but I will say you were working at a strip club, or you were promoting one, or managing one.
I used to work at Platinum Plus, which used to be Christie's. Okay. Hopefully I'll get in trouble for that. I did get, I quit, got fired, whatever. I don't want to do the back and forth with that because it's a you know, I had to talk to the VP. and
You
stuff.
be honest, bro. You wanted to dance, and they wouldn't give you a slap, and you're like, "Come on, bro."
It's funny you say that.
This is my
'cause
favorite song.
There was somebody that used to be security that jumped on the pole, did exactly that. It would drink and holler at the girls after. But he wasn't fired right away. It was me saying, bro, we can't have this here. He's not going to protect these girls. The Platinum Plus is over on 32nd Street in Van Buren in Washington. There's a lot of, you know, again, as he, the owner and everything, urban demographic. And it's whatever, say it how you will. It sounds wrong to me.
Yeah.
You know, like my boy Lawrence, Washington, he's Marcus Golden's cousin on the Cardinals. He used to work with me there and whatever. He's sitting down. He has bad knees. He's like me. He coached me up, whatever. And because we used to take cut blocks for a living, you know, stuff like that. That's why the semi-pro is so easy. But I've been cut blocked and stuff. I was like, you not going to cut on me? I was taught to die in the hole. Earn my money like that, create a pile at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, some of the people, I'm not as aggressive and good at the, you know, getting pressure. But best believe I'm taking on 2 blockers. So some better be free type deal. But they don't care about that. Just like the O-linemen don't get the credit.
Right.
Stuff. So working there, just a bunch of stuff happened with one of the floor guys there. But they fired Lawrence for him. And he almost got me into some issues with, you know, customers that were drunk.
Yeah.
It happens. My first 4 days there, I got socked in the face and sucker punched because a dude bit a girl and did some stuff. All the dancers on my page and stuff can vouch.
Bro, strip clubs are wild, bro.
No, it is.
Emphasis on club. I feel like you need a membership to go.
It's a cabaret. It's a topless club. Like, it's supposed to be like a gentleman's club and all that, but it turned to like a dive bar.
Well, I know, like, out here there was, I don't know if it's still lay girls. The big thing
I know
was
all them.
18 and up, and then the girls are fully nude.
Yeah, no, my boy Ben Gonzalez, who is the current security there, who's my boy. He's a vet. He did 3 tours in Iraq and Iran, something like that. But he's been blown up 7 times. So he wears the wrist of all of his brothers he's lost. He's very militant like that. Yeah. Again, wouldn't associate with someone like me. But I have a military background. My father was in the Cold War and stuff and drove tanks and he was stationed with, you know, none other than Ray King. If you know Ray King, remember the dude who came on my offense, the Ghost Report, that stuff? Yeah. He was stationed in Germany, too, with my dad when the Berlin Wall and all that came down.
That's wild.
Ray King seemed like out of it, but he's just no different than me. Some of his stuff is definitely heightened and exaggerated for, you know, entertainment value. But he gets paid to do stuff like that. And he's multiply said, like when he types wrong. So he may be lying, he may not be lying, but we don't know. But what I do know for a fact is he was stationed with my dad, Frank Dean Spear, who is not on my birth certificate right now. So, but he got a lot of hate, and, you know, no one cares. Everyone's got a story. That's how it goes. And yeah, but ultimately, back to the Ben thing, he was with me. He wasn't there because it was such a slow club. It used to be Christie's Phoenix, if you remember that. But
Christie's Cabaret or something, right?
Yeah, And that's one in Tempe.
So I heard.
There's one in Tempe. And,
See, I don't know. I don't know where these strip clubs are.
No, there's a bunch.
I go to the library.
No, a bunch of them. The owner of it is Steve Cooper and whatnot. And, you know, I've had a couple talks with him, but there's no marketing to the club. And I felt I could bring that with all the stuff like this.
Yeah.
You know, and not try to hate, but he's old school guy, like my grandpa. My grandpa is super racist. He was a Klansman. No bullshit. I have his dog tag in my phone that could show if you want to. But same age group. My grandpa's 73, he's 71. It's hard to kick old habits. They're not hip. Like, just installing their internet would wow them, you know? If you would have told my dad and them that we have these phones that can go through one another, even him, he's only 56, 57. He'd look at me crazy. Yeah. You know? So, just one thing led to another. I got overwhelmed. Did a lot of stupid shit in the streets and whatnot. As you can see, this isn't just for, you know, like, sure, it's a show, but it's this me. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. And the dude didn't know where he was at in the area he was in. And it's no shade to him. He don't know. But God forbid a dude who's only been working there a few months tell him that. Yeah. And show him. I turned it around. After they fired Lawrence and whatnot, because it was low, he was sitting. There was like 4 or 5 guys in all day, 3 girls, all day, from 3 to 3. That's what I'd work. Got mad when he walked in and he came over late because he can't get there till 5. He wants us there by 2:45, whatever. He works in Scottsdale, you know, and Old Town and all that. But he went up and said, if he's not up doing something when he walks in, I'm going to fire him myself. This type of shit. You know, he has bad knees or whatever, so they used his knees and bad shit as a crutch to fire. I didn't like that because, again, like Ben, me and him, we all had a rotation. Yeah. Who comes here? What our schedules are like. Ben couldn't come until 6 on his days, 7, and even then, 8 or 9 when I would stay that late from 2 to then. You know, shift change. So I was upset with that. The week later, or that Monday later, is when all that stuff happened, and he was supposed to be my security there. and he wasn't. So the dude came in dressed like Chicano, whatever, off clock. The dude that replaced him, and was pressing stuff. Like wanted me to let the girls go on stage with a bunch of dudes trying to do extra stuff in there, put their hands down in their privates and all that. Is wrong. I didn't stand for it. And I was like, I'm not gonna run stages. I was like, and he's here reporting back to Steve. I was like, I'll put a show on, play all the stuff you don't like. I'm not gonna do nothing, and then continue forward. I acted myself. I acted the urban demographic and whatever. I was like, well, if you don't like them, you're gonna hate me. Same thing when he fired one of the home girls of mine that she had some personal stuff I don't want to announce, but thicker, light-skinned girl, good-looking girl. But they fired her because she couldn't show up. And she got coverage. It was me as the door girl, but she breached her contract, so they fired her. I got titties. I could play.
You're not as pretty as a door girl,
I'm not,
bro.
no, but
what happened to Susie, yo?
But what's okay is I can work 5 different jobs, work 112 hours, and only get approved for 22 hours of overtime. And then, then they say, oh, you need to work on that. And they're like, please advise. I have the corporate letter and all that stuff. So I used all this, the social media stuff, how I blew up like that. I just outed everything I was doing, from messing around with everybody, doing stuff in the streets. I was like, if he's going to bring someone in that's going to be stupid stuff, that's going to get the club shot up or put us in danger, let someone that knows the area do it. Yeah. I'll take off the Robert Calvin Blue mask, and I'll put on Trap House Bo, Big Bob, Big Blue, this dude who did stupid shit in the streets. Who's why? Again, BWA, Kane, and all them, they see it. They see the support. All the local artists out here, from Young Face and Asia, and Johnny Grant. Johnny Grant plays for the Phoenix Outlaws. Yeah. His niece is Asia, the artist that I've tagged you in, and out in Compton and stuff. Has Young Face from Lindo out here. Then I'm tied to people like Desert Baby and Rick Tay, who are all from the same hood near Platinum Plus, 32nd Street in Van Buren, Dupa Villa Projects, all that, East Side. They're all rappers, and Desert Baby's signed to Slim 400. If you know who that is, he's the one in Ice Water Records who's tied to YG.
I know Slim 1 through 399. I don't know.
Slim 400, rest in peace to him. He got shot.
Oh, shit. Okay, there goes the joke.
No, you don't. This thing. Yeah. I'm the disconnect between them. Of you would never know.
Yeah.
Same thing with.
I'm going to get my jokes off. That's where I live.
No disrespect. Rest in peace, Slim. He got same way with what happened to Nip. They all knew each other. But yeah, Slim 400 was signed under YG and all of them. Like Desert Baby's 8 pictures of him at his funeral. So I know all these guys that know somebody. I can turn this club around. And I did that and had 37 people through the door. And some of them got in with firearms and stuff. I'll tell you, because we don't check and pat down there, unfortunately. Yeah. But
I'm walking through with these 2 guns.
Yeah.
Regulated,
that's me. That's like I said, I never carry, even, same with Ben. We don't carry, but we have it in our car or something like that because he's a military man. Yeah. He has the right to do all that. And we're floor hosts. But we did armed security, all of that. Got our fingerprint clearance card to do that. So we know how to make a club safe without having to use weapons and stuff like that. I can. You've seen, I fought, I posted all. That's not, if anyone wants to challenge me to fight and do it, we could do a little celebrity fight thing, but I don't care to. So it's just, I bugged out and lost my cool. And I was like, if he's going to do stupid ghetto shit and he wants to do dirt, like greaseball shit, you could call whatever he does, I'll do that. But let someone do it that knows how to do it and everyone's safe. And I did exactly that. I have the numbers and all the pictures of proof on the check-in seat. Every girl paid house. Every DJ got tipped. Everybody got tipped. It was a good day. And the people came in with guns. And my boy Ben had no idea. He's over there by himself, one person. And I had people telling me that Platinum Plus right now was more popping than Christie's Cabaret in Tempe. And they used 4 guys. They're trying to get Christie or Platinum to be like Christie's because, again, they were both Christie's. They used to be Tiffany's. There was a lawsuit over the name and whatever. Yeah. There's like Christie's in Canton and Cleveland and all over. And then Gold's Club, which is where the dude came from with a shitty background and admittedly to how he would fuck around and do dirty shit. So that's the first conversation I have with dude. That I'm told by my old manager. So
then basically you got up out of there.
I bugged out. Yes, I quit, but I got fired to them.
Okay.
So that's why it's a whole thing. I'm not going to court.
Controlling the narrative, it's like, it's all good. We spin it positively. That was something I also wanted.
Yeah, ultimately, I still promote for them and shout them out because there's a lot of girls that I care about and said, all my people that are in the industry, like Desert Baby, Rick Tay and them, don't let that dude fool you. Don't let him do stupid shit that will get that club. Please don't endanger the people there. Right. There's a lot of people I care about there. Even the owner and whoever has taken a chance. He would have never hired me off that. My buddy Damien, who used to own Alaskan Bush, it got shot up. Same thing. He's going through court stuff with that now. I have Bray Brooks helping him and going to hopefully get him a job out at Harris Casino where he works, and because he took a chance. My 4 days in, he got fired. He's the one who told me he worked with that dude that was there and said, be careful. Told the DJ that who got me hired there. I'm cool with. Again, it's no ill will to him, but he just was misunderstood. And you don't see, he's not here to see that stuff. He's only on Thursday through Saturday. Yeah. So again, I just bugged out, overwhelmed, got personal stuff going on with my family that I was like, I don't have 3 to 5 years to sit here and do this. I got 3 to 5 days. My brother's going to prison, all this. It's like, I'm trying to get this money and get everyone here because the girls, they said, tip me on the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but he didn't like the way I did it. But I have the numbers to show. And again, at the end of the day, if any dude, whether it's clean business or dirty business, they love money. That's my whole narrative is I never seen a color, none of that. All I seen was green.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be that judgmental person or whatever.
Now with digital money, it's like all I see is blue Venmo slits and stuff. I see cash apps.
Verify. That's why I got my verified. I'm verified with 800 followers. Sure, I paid for it. But if you look at that, I started monetizing.
I mean, that's how everyone has it.
No, no. I did that in 2 weeks. And now I've reached 8K people and whatever with my 800 and have all these numbers. I've screenshot them. I have it all.
Word.
We can go hours on that.
So yeah, before we,
But now I'm just.
Before we get to the, now let's
I'm just shouting all the people out that support.
I was gonna say, let's get positive with it. The one thing, I've had things that are dead jobs that were dead ends and like they went nowhere, but I was able to extract things from them. Relationships, CFL. I get to meet people.
Rapport.
Yeah, and then find out what parts of that fruit I can take the juice from. So with strip clubs, there's a lot of avenues. There's music, getting artist promotion. There's architecture and buildings. People like property management and real estate, and then even food. I know some strip clubs.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I did. I was like, I started the way I promoted. I was like, bro, just share. Like what I said. I shared your podcast right now doing this, even knowing they don't really know who you are through me, but they know that I fuck with you. Yeah. Excuse my language, and like you're being authentic, bringing me on the show, looking out for me, stuff behind the scenes. That again, just out of the how I met you. Yeah, it was just like respect. I took a judge of your character for my own. I'm not gonna let what everyone else says or something says about you to give my impression of you.
I heard a quote that sticks with me. It says, what other people think of me is none of my business.
Yep, facts. So there's rumors. Go ahead, think what you want. I'm this terrible person. I'm this great person. I'm whatever you want.
There's too many people, bro. It's like it's just impossible to everyone has a narrative. So how are you going to control theirs, right? Yeah. So positively speaking and promoting people that are on the come up, bro. Artists, BWA, some collabs. What's going to be in the near future? Some short-term goals, some long-term goals, and then we'll get you out of here.
A long-term, truth be told, whatever's going to make me money at the end of the day, it's all for it. We have to pay to live where we are. Yeah. Whether that be with me streaming and playing games, which is stuff that I use for my PTSD, which I have, whether people want to believe it or not, because of the stuff. I just want to do, like, it's turn a career out of whatever it is. Because I enjoy all these things. Yeah. Working at the strip club was fun. When it was dead, I sat there and played Uno with a table full of girls because it was so dead and whooped their ass. I'll point that out. But yeah, but ultimately it was just whatever will help me out because a lot of the girls just like help me on the back end. I have my 1099. I'm a promoter. I'm an independent contractor. So I could do that, but you have to be careful because if they were giving me money or tipping me out, because they all care about me because I took a stand for them and not let them just be objectified and treated like that. I actually gave a fuck. And that's the whole thing of why it's not right.
All right. So musicians, if they want to tap in with you and get their music played, they should follow you on Instagram or what should they move for that?
All that. Instagram, follow all the other people that I've tagged and whatnot. Like I have a bunch of people that I'll share and get my followers up, but that takes money. It's a self-investment. Yeah. So mine's like, I'm not, again, what I told BWA Kane and all that, when Gates was supposed to be here on the 26th, it got pushed back to January 17th, of crazy enough, on my mom's birthday. I don't know if that's God being funny or just hypothetical, or coincidence. But I said, put me in the room with him. I'll do no contract, handshake deal, like we would stand on. And give me a BWA chain or 10 bands. 10K would change my life right now. Stuff like that. Yeah. I'm just trying to, again, had a lot, lost it all, and I'm regaining. I still have some. All I have is my face card and who I know as a person. Yeah. So ultimately, like all the music artists and stuff, when they're out here, they come to Arizona all the time. Like on the 26th, that same day, his concert got canceled. BWA Kane was here in Tempe with Sauce Woodwind, who's signed to Sauce Walker. They did a boxing match. I had it to where he said, give me a band. You can get on this card and box your boy, my boy Chuck Ho, and sparred with. Just to get publicity. That's the thing. It takes money.
All right.
Yeah. So any of them, all the dancers and stuff, because they'll be the models that are in those videos and stuff like that. That was my whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything, and then again, I work on cars and stuff. You got issues that come to my shop. I've did that. I would work on the girls' cars and stuff. They had issues, got locked out. All that. I'm like I said, jack of all trades, master of some. Could do a lot of things that can make revenue, but it takes sense. Money takes money, and then
and then it takes effort, man. I will say it's always putting in effort, and as we are on the I Don't Know show, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, yearly, hourly, however you want to spin it, man. I will say, appreciate you coming in, man.
Yeah,
we could chop it up for hours.
Yeah, we can.
We're going to continue, to chop it up. We're going to get some more content out there. He's heavy on Instagram. I'm definitely heavy on social media. So we're going to promote not only this episode, but all the artists and people involved.
And I'm going to tag every one of them.
If you got a food truck, if you got a side business you're trying to get on.
Wash my brother and them detail cars at Cactus Jack and stuff like that. I have a connect for everything.
And he said it best, get me on the back end. Everything's a transaction, right? Everybody wants the benefit, but it doesn't necessarily need to be at that point in time.
Yeah.
Somebody can come up like a seesaw, and then next time, you push it down, and they're up in the air.
Yeah, like my buddy Cass, who gave me the money to Uber and Lyft here, because he also gave me a car, but it broke down on me. You see, I was talking to you about it. I have a car. I talked before. You're like, I'm hoping you don't cancel again because we're scheduled before.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I already talked on the podcast. I got an episode about people canceling on me.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Because it's money. At the end of the day, you're spending.
Yeah,
it's an investment in yourself.
But
it fucks your day up.
Yeah, I'm saying.
We'll shout out everyone and tag them in this.
Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it light, but we'll keep it positive because that's what we
Absolutely,
do.
that's
We
all
promote.
I'm about.
We're deadening the negativity, and we're spreading love. But again, man, for you to take time out of your day to come down to my part of town of the studio, which is not even my part of town, but this is where where the magic happens.
We're out in Mesa and whatever, somewhere around there.
That takes the effort, and appreciate you considering that, and I'm happy for us to finally get in the studio, get it popping.
I will end on the last note of I plan to use this because this is a super dope setup. Super professional. I have my sports podcast I talked with you about. I eventually want to get to, but again, I'm gonna pay for the use of it because I have a following base of it. It's my old Hawks team, but I'm no longer with them, and I don't know if they're tied to the CFL or not. But you're not gonna brand me. You're not gonna put a copyright on my name and my nickname.
Right.
And you could try. Maybe you could go to court over it, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, he's Blue Hawk down, but it's not going to go down like that. You know what I'm saying?
All that, and I want him to help with it, and same with Sway and his little Chronicles podcast.
Awesome, dude. Well,
Thank you. You can wrap it up now. I'm so sorry.
Oh, bro. Listen, I'm the sailor of this sea. Don't worry. I'll wrap it up when I'm ready.
Okay,
your welcome's always warm with me, bro.
But
the business side of things we're going to be promoting, man. BWA.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? IDK, BWA.
You said not fit me. That's what's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't even make 4XL stuff. This was like 4. I could not fit this. Like same with that. I was 2XL because he got slim and trim like a bicycle rim. So there's a lot of stuff I couldn't wear. So that's why I'm wearing this now. This has been sitting in the closet with actually my ex Tara. I gave it to her because it didn't even fit me. But I say, hey, I'm gonna take this. I fit in this now. Hey. It's a little slim, but
and he don't need it in Arizona. No. But towards the winter months maybe. But yeah, man, Robert Blue, bro, blue like the sweater. You know what I'm saying?
Ironic
to himself, true to his brand, and true to the universe. I guess you're putting things out there, and you want it to come back naturally and positively and organically, and that's something we promote here on the I Don't Know show, because promotion is not only businesses, but it can be personal, and we promote growth, we promote peace, we promote friendships, and we promote positivity, and we promote sharing content of podcasts that you've watched. This is episode 22, bro. What are you doing? You got homework to catch up on. I know, unless you could recite every episode backwards, you are not caught up.
I throw on podcasts to go to sleep.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
or just listen to it in the car.
Let me be your lullaby. You know what I'm saying?
It works. It's
tap in. This show is now partnered with Desert Tales Doggy Shelter.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to get to at the end of the day.
Yeah, we're about to get some dogs. We're saying we're about to get some dog content going out there. We're about to get some heartfelt stories. Make sure to tap in every week. Even if we don't drop a new episode every week, there will always be content. Reran like episodes of Friends, baby.
Yeah, I plan to be on here more with some of those local artists and get them in tap to again.
So that means you got to tap in to find out what's next.
Yeah, to help, it helps you help him.
He's Robert Blue. I'm JB. This is the I Don't Know show, and we out.